Interrupted again. Anyway, talking about the marketing and companies that cancel stuff when they shouldn't have. The number one watch show between 18 and 24 is 1968 was Star Trek. And the marketing people do it. They didn't have the metrics that they have now, because now they get down to the minutiae of how many minutes you watch, which I see on my YouTube channel, which is usually 5.2 seconds. For he's going on about nothing, I'm going to watch something else. Then the marketing people knew they were selling good airtime to commercials during Star Trek, and they canceled it because the numbers for the suits wasn't adding up. They didn't think they had the viewership. That said, and again, because of the finagling anyway, Star Trek's third season was overall meh. Although it had the brilliant episode of the Enterprise incident, which to this day I will watch religiously when I know it's on TV, because it is one of my most favorite episodes of TOS. The Enterprise incident is just fantastic. I always say it's tough for me to say what my favorite episode is, because, you know, the city on the edge of forever and blah blah blah, and okay, I get it. It's a brilliant episode, even though the guy who wrote it hated it because Gene Roddenberry changed everything. Balance of Terror, fantastic episode. The other one, For the World is Hollow, and I Touched the Sky. I mean, I love the TOS, I mentioned this before, I love TOS episode names. For the World is Hollow and I Touched the Sky. I think that's a third season. I think it's a third season. I saw it the other day and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It wasn't as campy as I remembered. I sort of remember the lead heroine to be more campy, but no, I thought she came across as sincere believer and kind of thing. And not The Enemy Within, although that's pretty good. I want to say, because I think it's a third season episode too, when I honestly, this is going to bother. I'm going to look it up. The episode, here's the episode, like the beginning of Friends. The episode where Kirk, Sulu, and was it McCoy on the planet? I can't remember. They're on the fake planet. It was basically a planet that was made to go somewhere to help people, and the girl would show up on the bridge. I am here for you, and she touching you dead. That was a suspenseful episode, and it wasn't like Spock's brain, which also was a girl that shows up and whatever, but that was literally my worst episode of the entire franchise, and that's saying something because there's some pretty bad episodes, but Spock's brain is for me the worst episode. But I honestly can't remember, because it was good science fiction. I like that episode because the girl shows up, boop, boop, and like a door open, door closed, and then Sulu's on the tricorder or whatever, and then they find out, you know, they get inside the little mountain there, the doorway, which always looked fake, but doesn't matter. And the computer dies, and then she has that little speech to her future people that she was supposed to meet, or the ship was supposed to, or the fake planet was supposed to meet. I thought it was a brilliant episode. When I watched the Orville episode, where they came across that massively huge generational ship, where people on it didn't realize it was a generational ship, and they were beating up what's her name as a heretic until they open up the bay doors, the sunroof, and all of a sudden they see stars and they realize they've been on the generational ship all this time. I thought that was, when I was watching that, I was completely reminiscing about that episode in Star Trek, even though it wasn't a sleeper ship or a generational ship. But I had callbacks in my head when I watched the Orville episode to that one, and I love the episode name, but I cannot remember it. I'm sure somebody will tell me. So anyway, I had so many tangents. I'm sure I didn't wrap any of them up. whatever. There you go. I'm sure when I rewatch this, I'm going to say, oh, I wanted to go in that direction with that tangent, and I can't remember any of them now because, you know, I started talking about Star Trek, and I'm going to talk about Star Trek. I am back, and this is going to be my third episode today that I'm dropping, because again, this is all one episode, but I kept on getting interrupted, which is fine, because that's part of my life. I want to be interrupted. I got some other plans for this stuff. The Bin of Doom is going to get fuller quicker now, because I am not going to be as forgiving of parts now, because again, my bins are mostly full. I could have put those pieces in the overflow for Jeff, but they're pretty beat up and they're pretty faded. And I don't think he cares, but I already have stuff for Jeff. It's 5 bins plus going to Jeff. So I'm just gonna put them in a Bin of Doom and move on. So and when that gets full, I'm gonna have to find my friend Janie and drop them off there. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Bin of Doom stuff, Star Trek stuff, and other stuff. I'm gonna sort all this, and I'm gonna start another one of my little ideas that I have. I was going to spend some time, because I'm going to be home Monday and Tuesday this week, and taking days off, and I was going to spend some time down here, but now I just found out that I got work to do, so I have to go help my dad, and I will always help my dad. So I don't know if I'll be making more videos for the week, because I'm not that far ahead. And so there might be a few days where there's not a video. I'm going to try to be a little more, not 5 months goes by before I post my next video. but again, I mentioned this the last time there was a large swath of time where I didn't post anything. It's because my life does get in the way, and my life is important to me. These videos are important to me too, because you guys are important to me, but my life also, and you're part of my life, is also important to me. So I'm not jumping out of my life to make a video. This is as ad hoc as I possibly can make it, and so it is what it is. I will talk to everybody soon. Take care. I hope you're all safe, and I'll talk to you.